The world celebrated this week the 41st conclusion of the yearly cycle of the study of the Rambam Maimonides, which is known as the Yad HaChazaka, the strong hand, as it is 14 works, 14 books. It's much more than that. It's 14 books, but it's really big. And it's approximately a yearly cycle to study. If we learn 3 chapters a day of halacha, of laws, in the book of the Rambam, of Maimonides. In the background, we see a picture at the home, on the roof of the home of the Maimonides over 800 years ago, 850 years ago, in Fez, the city Fez in Morocco. I was there. We see my father in the picture of blessed memory, together with the other 2 emissaries of the Rebbe to Morocco, Rabbi Edelman and Rabbi Raskin of blessed memory. And I was there as well 38 years ago when we was the first Siyum, was the celebration of the conclusion of the first yearly cycle, where my father of blessed memory was honored with concluding, reciting, teaching the last law, the last halacha in the book of the Rambam. And he spoke in Hebrew, and I had the merit of translating it in French for the crowd to understand. In the last halacha, the Maimonides speaks about what we need to believe, our faith in what is going to happen when Mashiach will come, and the belief and the faith in the prophecy of Umal ha'oretz deo es Hashem kamayim layom mechasim, that the earth will be filled with knowledge of God like water that covers the ocean sea. Now, the first halacha in Rambam, in Maimonides, where he begins, is that the foundation of all foundations is to know that there is a God in the world. This is indeed a message that comes across in the parsha of this week, Parashat Behar, where right at the beginning we're learning about the laws of Shemitah, of the sabbatical year, then the Jubilee year, then laws that pertain to agriculture, laws and details, attending to the poor, poverty, and other laws that relate on a physical, monetary, down-to-earth, day-to-day issues. And the entire parsha is called Behar Sinai, and Rashi explains it is in order to teach us that while we deal with day-to-day earthy activities, we need to realize that everything is in the hands of God, that everything is from Mount Sinai. The reason we give charity, the reason we give tzedakah is not because we feel like it and because it makes us happy, but the reason we do it is because Hashem told us to do so. And as a result, the parsha in this week says that if you will think, if a thought will come to your mind, ma nochal, what will we eat if we give away our money to tzedakah, to others? How will I have time and resources for myself if all I do is give from myself to others. So Hashem says, "V'tzivisi es bichosi lochem." I will command my bracha to you. I will send my bracha to you. The bracha, the blessing, will be a commandment from Hashem to each and every one of us. This prophecy that the earth will be filled with knowledge of God is an absolute sign, one of many, that the times of Mashiach are very near. We're really close to it, as we are seeing today that the world is indeed filled with knowledge of God. You don't need to be anymore by a library confined to a specific geographic place in order to be able to learn anywhere you want. All we need to do is tune in to the right webpage, to the right app, anywhere. The Torah is everywhere in the air. Godliness is everywhere in the air. And all we need is to bring it to fruition, to come to the realization that Hashem runs the world and not me. And the first mitzvah in the Rambam and the parsha of this week, everything is in the hands of Hashem. Everything is God. And then we will have a very happy life, because Hashem will command His blessings to reach us, everyone, in whatever we need, physically and spiritually. Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom.